Welcome to Off the Boards with Josh and Ryan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Off the Boards. I'm Josh. Over there is Ryan. Connor's here. All right, let's just get into this. Obviously, last week we didn't do the show, scheduling conflicts. I got a new camera. I probably look better and worse. Camera quality is obviously better, but I still look the same, which is probably worse. You can see my background now, too. I got some other stuff coming in. I'll probably do an unboxing for the channel whenever that gets here, hopefully next week. Lots of stuff to talk about on the show this week. I'm going to give Ryan one shot to say what he would have said to me if we did the show last week when Montreal did win a series. Go ahead, Ryan.
Fuck yeah, third round! It's gonna win my cup!
I hope he keeps the same energy. Also, Ryan's mic peaked that entire time he said that, but okay. Yeah, well, obviously that didn't happen. They're not going to win the cup, and no. I don't have to dolphin dive out the window behind me because the worst case Stanley Cup final for a Leaf fan didn't happen.
Go Carolina.
I picked the Hurricanes to win the cup. I am still standing by that. I don't think Vegas has enough for them, but then again, I said this. I still don't necessarily understand what happened in that Colorado series. I don't know if Colorado just ran out of gas or what the deal was. I mean, and to everyone that's like, ooh, Mitch Marner's playing well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he is. I'll give you that. Mitch Marner, he's not a bad player. I prey on this guy's downfall, but it's not because he's a bad player. It's just because he sucked in the playoffs, okay? And if he's doing it now, he could have done it then. So, man, screw him.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well for the Vegas.
Ryan,
I think the bigger issue.
What the hell is that behind you?
This?
Man.
This over here? I'm just, I was just keeping track, making sure we knew where we were at. I just wanted to see. I'm just cheering for a guy to do better in a new situation. That's all it is.
All right, fine. Let's get.
You want me to change it? You want me to change it?
No.
I can change it to points. Maybe it'll look better. I don't think it will, but maybe it will.
Let's just get into the Habs loss. So Ryan, what happened in Game 1?
This whole series, I think, boils down to the rest versus rust kind of thing for Carolina. Would they be rested? Would they be a little rusty? Games 1 to 3, you could see the rust. Game 1, absolutely saw it. Habs were dominant. It was a great time for Habs fans. We got very confident in that. Maybe a little overconfident, granted. But then as the series went on, Carolina, the rust faded away and the rest showed off. Meanwhile, Montreal, you really started to see the 2 back-to-back 7-game series really pile up for the Habs near the end of the series with Carolina. We just couldn't. We didn't have anything left in the tank. We just didn't have it. I mean, this is not something we were expecting going into the season. We were not expecting to get this far and have to play all these extra games, and getting to play all these extra games, having all this fun. And Carolina got all that rest and just were able to steamroll us on top of already probably being a better team. Not even probably. They were the better team, 100%. No question about it.
I mean, look, Frederik Andersen in Game 1 played horrible. I mean, you guys still got outshot in that game, I believe 22-8. And Andersen, I mean, I like 5 goals on 20. Well, this only has 21, but 20. So yeah, he had a 762 in that game, and he didn't play that well. In Game 2, where you guys only had 12 shots, he let up 2 goals. Game 3, 13 shots, he let up 2 goals. Then he had a shutout. Then he let in 1. I mean, you guys aren't going to win a lot of games not taking that many shots. I think that you guys get outplayed, but I'd argue you got outplayed in a lot of these series shots-wise, but you guys somehow pulled out a win. Like Game 7 in Round 1 is a big example.
Game 7 Round 1 is the big example. The rest of the series, really, it wasn't that lopsided. I mean, Buffalo, we were outshot, but I think it was like 52-48 in the Buffalo series. Against Tampa, even with Game 7, it was still like 55-45. Most of those games, it was pretty even.
I mean, yeah, but how many Game 7s are you going to win taking 9 shots?
Not many, but we won that one, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, they don't ask how, they ask how many.
See, that's what I mean, but like, I don't think Montreal was close. I understand you guys made it to the 3rd round, but I don't think you're that close. I think a lot of the scores and the shots, like, I'll give you the Buffalo series. That series, you guys probably did deserve to win. Like, it was close, but the grand scheme of the playoffs, man, like, I could have seen just based off of the shots. I mean, Tampa could have swept you guys, and I mean, they should have beat you guys in Game 7. Like, Dobish stood on his head in that game. I'll give you guys that, but like, I don't know. Is Dobish the goalie of the future? Playing, letting in 6 against Carolina in Game 5? I don't know. Well, I guess he let in 5 because you guys pulled the goalie, but
Yeah, I don't know is the big thing. This season to me feels a lot like 2010 with Yaroslav Halak. It's got a lot of the same beats. Fairly young team, overperforming. Goaltender that's not necessarily the goaltender of the future, really performing well. So I'm interested to see how we go moving forward. The difference between 2010 and this year, if you're comparing Fowler to Price, Fowler is still a bit younger than Price was. I think he's 2 or 3 years younger still, so he's got a little ways to go. Price would have been splitting games. Fowler hasn't yet. So maybe you're less hesitant to move on right away, but I still think that Fowler probably is the future, and Dobish is just a fantastic goalie that will keep us tied over in the meantime. But I'm not going to fault him for letting in 5 goals, 3 goals, and 5 goals in the last couple games. Carolina was just unrelenting. It was unrelenting pressure. It was going to break eventually, and it did, and there's nothing for it. And really, I'm not going to talk shit because we deserve to lose the game overall. The first goal should not have counted. That was goaltender interference, 100%.
I mean, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to point out, and I mean, Connor can verify this. When that goal went in and I saw the replay, I did say that looks like goaltender interference. Connor had a very funny rebuttal to that. Connor, do you want me to paraphrase you, or do you want to do your exact quote?
I mean, I'll just say it flat out. I mean, when I saw it, I said, if anything, it helped Dobish's fat ass get across the crease.
Wow.
That was my comment.
It made me laugh pretty good, but
the only reason I say that is because when he went into him, I mean, he hit him on that side and pushed him towards the, where the play was coming in. Don't get me wrong, I mean, he definitely made contact. I honestly could have seen it either way. Like, if they would have called it goaltender interference, I wouldn't have been surprised. If they didn't. I mean, obviously, but I could have seen it either way.
I mean, I think it was a 50-50 play, honestly. Like, I could have seen it be goaltender interference. I can understand why it wasn't. The second one, I mean, that was clear. That was more clear. You can't just run the goalie in the crease like that. Like, he wasn't pushed or anything. He just like, you know what? My path is through Dobish's body, and it's like,
he just decided, hey, I'm going this way.
The one thing I will say, and I mean, Ryan, you can defend this if you want. Dobish needs to be a little more level-headed in the net, and I don't mean save-wise. He took a lot of dumb penalties in the playoffs.
I don't fault Dobish for the penalties he took. Generally, it was him defending himself, and the number of times he got run this playoff, I don't blame him. Like, we did not have... I think I would like to see a little bit more of our, like, that 2021 playoff run where we had our big defenseman in the crease, like, defending the crease for Price. I would have liked to see that a little bit more from Matheson or Caden Gooley, or even Carrier, but I know that's not always going to happen. You don't have giant trees that can defend your goaltender all the time. So for Dobish to have to defend himself a little bit more, maybe play a little bit riskier, a little bit more aggressive in his crease, I'm not so worried about it if it helped keep him alive. And I don't think any of the penalties he took were really, like, back-breaking, really.
I do just want to point out really quick on that topic, too, just for everybody, that Jacob Dobish taking 4 penalties in a single postseason is the first time a goalie has taken 4 penalties in a single postseason since Dwayne Rollison in 2006.
Yeah. Damn. Your guys' first line was very negative goal difference wise.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking a lot of shit about the first line, how they weren't scoring at 5v5, not scoring enough. At the end of the day, they led the team in scoring. They weren't quite point a game, but, like, they were fine. There's nothing wrong with their performance, I don't think. The issue was the defense. They just, defensively, they could not keep up with the lines they were matched up with, and ended up being negative goal differentialed.
Minus
which
10
sucks
for Caulfield is kind of crazy when he has 13 points. Like, that should never happen.
The number one thing I would like to see Cole Caulfield do this summer is working on his defense. Every other aspect of his game is great. It is good. I'm happy with it. It's just his defense, especially where he's on the first line. He's going to be playing those minutes with Nick Suzuki, who's a Selke winning center. he needs to work on his defense to help the team as a whole. And I think that is probably what he will work on this summer. We'll see what happens. Him and right now they're not working on anything. Him and Martin St. Louis are at the Victoire parade, pretty drunk. Send this picture. Hold on. I'm putting this in news.
I mean,
Him and Marty St. Louis were having a good time last night. But
yeah, you like to see that, but I don't know, man. Like breaking down the entire run, like Montreal is a good team. I mean, I'm not gonna let's not beat around the bush, but getting back to the third round is tough. Every single playoff run is different, and I don't know if Montreal is going to be able to pull it off again next year. I'm not saying they're going to get stomped in round one, but I mean it's a different game every year. I mean the regular season could be completely different next year. Who knows?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean Cole Caulfield, good player, but you know, and I think you know. Taylor Hall being prime 25-year-old Taylor Hall is brother still leading their team in points, 16 points in 13 games plus 11. It's still just crazy to me that the big guys, like the big guy like Sebastian Aho, the Seth Jarvises, the Nikolai Ehlers, still aren't even point a game. Stankoven's got 12 and 13. Like Jackson Blake and Taylor Hall put this team on their back and went, we're not losing. Like we're just not. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it is incredible to watch that Vegas or that Carolina team be so suffocating, so much forecheck, so oppressive to the other team, and just to know that they have so many good players that aren't firing on all cylinders right now. Looking into the finals, if those guys find the gear that they need, Vegas has no chance.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't even want to say that Vegas doesn't have a chance.
No, I
mean,
that's fair.
They've got pieces. Like I said, Mitch Marner is having the greatest playoff run of his career, which is surprising because in games 5, 6, and 7, he actually remembered to show up when he never did in Toronto. So you know, whatever.
It wasn't a high bar, but he is performing very well.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, considering he scored his first ever playoff hat trick, you know, couldn't do that in Toronto. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. In Toronto, he just was a perimeter player and would never go to the net. And I've seen him go to the net with Vegas more than I've ever seen anyone ever. So it's that honestly, as a Leaf fan, like I know I give Mitch Marner a lot of shit. A lot of it to me is deserved when you look at his track record, but I mean, I don't hate the guy. Like I am preying on his downfall, but I don't hate him. It's not I'm not preying on his downfall because I hate him. I'm preying on his downfall because we should have traded him, which isn't his fault, before his no move kicked in and we got screwed. But it is unfortunate and annoying for me to see, and I've said this a ton. If you can do it there, why aren't you doing it here? But you know, the one thing I'll say about Montreal here before we move on to the next series is the Habs are who we thought they were, okay? You guys took not enough shots. You guys need to shoot the puck more. I mean, look, if you guys shot the puck at Frederik Andersen, he was letting in crazy stuff. Like just shoot the damn puck. Like it's not a hard science. And you guys have an offensive coach. I mean, I'm not going to blame coaching. I don't think anyone's calling for Marty to be fired right now.
No, God no.
Like
no, what I'll say is they absolutely should have shot the puck more, especially against Carolina. I think Carolina did a fantastic job of limiting our shots, but we did still pull the puck a little too much. We should have just let it fire, especially against Anderson, who is not looking his best in the series, I didn't think. But if I had to put the blame on somebody for this loss to Carolina on one person, and it's not a one-person thing, it is on the whole team, but if it goes to one person, it's Marty. He did not make adjustments. He should have made adjustments. He should have changed lines, should have changed tactics, done something other than just let it happen for 4 straight games.
The one thing I'll say about him, though, like his line matching is where you guys really lost.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think this loss is on him. I think the players were ready. I don't think they had the gas in the tank to win anyway. So I don't think it's all on him. But if there's one guy at the top of the list, I think it's Marty, and that's okay. He's the coach. The players still believe in him. He will get better because he's as new a coach as these players are new to the NHL. So it's a learning process. Progress is not linear. We probably aren't going to make the Eastern Conference Final again next year. We're probably not going to win the Cup. But I think we will do well next year. I think the regular season is going to go better than it did this year. I think we're going to look very good. We're going to go into the playoffs. Maybe we win a first round. Maybe we even lose in the first round. That's okay. We are a young team. We're still the second youngest team in the NHL. We're only going to get better. So I have absolute faith in this team to do it in the future. It's not going to happen right away. We need to be ready for playoffs. Look at Carolina. They're going to the conference final. They've sucked ass in the playoffs the last 4 years. They got shut out. This is the first time they've won in the third round. They've lost, I think, the last 3 prior to this.
Yep.
So
for them, progress is linear, apparently.
A little bit linear. They went to the finals. They lost in the first round. They lost in the second round. Went back to the conference finals again, and now they're going to the finals to win the cup.
They have
looking better than they ever have. They have struggled, and they've worked, and they've tried, and they're now looking to succeed. And that is the future that's how you win in hockey. That's the way it is.
Connor, I like how if the Habs lose in the first round, it's fine. But lo and behold, the Kings or the Leafs lose in the first round, it's a problem.
When you do it once or twice, it's one thing. When you do it 10 years in a row, then it's a problem.
No, we won twice, 2 times.
How'd that work out for you?
We were 20% on getting out of the first round.
You know what?
And Josh, if progress is linear and you've got 100 years, you're going to win the cup.
I don't want to hear shit about making that of the first fucking round, okay? We've only had to play the fucking Edmonton Oilers with fucking Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid for the last 25 years straight, and then when we finally don't get to play them, we have to play the fucking wagon that is the Avalanche, okay? I don't want to hear shit.
Play better in the first round, I don't know.
Listen, leave me and my fucking mid-table team alone, you bitch.
Okay, all right. I'm not here to attack the Kings. All
right.
Only the Leafs.
All right. Okay.
One thing
all right,
I do want to mention really quick, just before we jump into the next topic, something that was just announced that I want to bring up, and I don't want to get into like the political side of this, but if you guys haven't seen it, the IIHF has reversed its previous decision to ban Russia national and club teams from all 2026 and 27 events. They will now be they'll now determine the nation's eligibility for future IIHF competitions on an event by event basis.
Yeah, I heard it's not a guaranteed ban anymore, but
correct.
If you don't expect them to just all of a sudden show up to all the events.
It's going to be an event by event basis.
If I'm being honest, I don't think any of the men's events they're going to be invited to, I would not be surprised if they got invited back to the World Juniors, because these are kids.
That's valid.
They don't get to choose. But I mean, the people who support Russia in this useless war is not very good. I'm not going to drown them on that too much, but
like I said, I want to get into the political side of it. I'm just bringing it up because it is something interesting for, things like the international tournaments. Like you said, World Juniors is very interesting, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that, especially given just the other day, Lithuania and Latvia won't play hockey tournaments against Belarus. They were in the tournament. They said, we forfeit. We're not going to fight you. We're not going to play you guys. You don't deserve to be here. We're not going to play. And they walked away.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of respect for Lithuania for doing that, but I'm surprised the IHF is going to allow Russia in after teams aren't even going to play Belarus, who's just as bad. But
I mean, I don't think. Here's the thing. Like I said, I don't think we're going to see very many tournaments that they just inherently get invited to, solely because you're going to have like 4 teams that are just like, I'm not playing them. So I'm not going to go. And it's like, okay, so you're going to put filler teams in their spots and just watch like horrible hockey? I doubt it. But
all right. The only other thing I will say there too, and just being devil's advocate as well, but I do also think at the same time, it's a shame to not see like players like Ovechkin and Nikita Kucherov and some of those guys who are the best in their positions in the league not being able to play in international tournaments. Like, it just sucks not being able to see that talent playing against the best of the best. However, again, the whole situation still fucked. Should we let Russia in? Probably not. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. I'm just saying, for the level of talent that we do have with players in the league, it does suck at times to not see them play against the best.
Yeah. Okay. I don't really know what to really say on this one. Claude Lemieux passed away in I guess you call it probably a tragic way. I'm not really going to get into what actually happened, but Ryan, if you want to say something.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy to see him go. He was a great player for Montreal, carried the torch in on Monday. Great player for Colorado, New Jersey. 786 points in 1,200 games is nothing to laugh at, especially for a guy who fought as much as he did, 1,700 penalty minutes. That's something to be impressed by. One of Conn Smythe too, doing it. So he is one of the greats. It was announced that his family is going to be donating his brain to CTE research. So hopefully some good can come of this tragedy. But overall, I think this is just a good reminder to check in on your loved ones. It's not always people you expect. It is not always people that are struggling. Even people that are happy sometimes need help. So it's always good to just check in and be there for your people. While we're on the topic of players dying, Dennis Hull also passed away just yesterday, I believe. Brother of Bobby Hull and one of the all-time greats. Is he Brett's brother? Sorry. Yeah, part of the Hull family.
Aren't they all brothers?
I thought Brett was the son.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Bobby and Dennis were brothers. Brett was the son and nephew of Dennis Hull. Fantastic player in the NHL. Long career. A lot of good points, and he will be missed as well.
Just to tie on to what Ryan said, obviously, guys, men's mental health is very important, not talked about enough. There's a stigma behind it. I'm not going to get into that, but, touch base with people. If you need to talk to someone, find someone to talk to. I'm sure there are a ton of people, including me. I would much rather my friends come and talk to me about hard stuff than get a phone call that they are no longer with us. So, unfortunate, sad day for the Lemieux family. Shout out to them for donating his brain to CTE. That's I'm sorry, I'm only laughing because Connor just messaged me and asked me how I'm doing and that he loves me because I said that. So yeah, just if you're having a hard time, guys, there's resources, there are people you can talk to. Just keep that in mind. It's super unfortunate what happened, and we pray and give our support to the Lemieux family in this time. I don't really have a segue for this because that was kind of sad, but all right, Vegas sweeps Colorado.
Moving on.
Yeah, Vegas sweeps Colorado. So actually, before we do that, should we talk about John Tortorella refusing to speak to the media, locking the doors and not letting anyone in after they beat the Ducks?
We can. I'm not surprised. It's John Tortorella. He doesn't give a shit. He did get fined like $100,000 in a second-round pick.
$100,000. I don't even know what his contract was because he only signed for the playoffs, so he might literally be giving more money away than he's made.
No, he'll be making more than that for a playoff run. He's probably making $1 million for a playoff run. At least.
I have to assume though his contract had to be like entirely incentive based. Like if you make every round, you get more bonus. But like, dude, that's crazy.
And
the second
seems to be working out for them.
Second round pick, that might be like the most like I don't know how to say this. The worst penalty I've ever seen given to a team for something. That seems so like minute to me.
I think the second round pick is wild. Like I think that's absolutely crazy.
It's like okay, they wouldn't
losing first round picks for major issues, but like
it's like okay, they wouldn't talk to the media. Okay, I don't really care. I'm sure Vegas fans did not give a shit. Like, no. I mean,
I have to imagine this is probably just a extra punishment because of the Bruce Cassidy thing.
Yeah,
they can't hand down a punishment for that because it's within their rights, but it's a dick move. So the league saw this and was like, all right, banhammer, fuck you guys.
It's crazy to me that John Tortorella hates the media, but every time he's not a coach and a media job gets offered to him, he jumps on it. But then the moment he jumps back in as a coach, he's like, you guys are peasants. I'm not talking to you guys. Leave me. Like,
I think John Tortorella likes money. That's what it is.
I mean, we all would sell out. But so Vegas swept Colorado. I did not see that coming. Out of
Nobody
every
did.
round that happened, I mean, I think I picked this as my Western Conference final, but actually no, I think I picked the Oilers. But this is still I think 4-2, 3-1,
I had the Knights losing in the
5-2,
first round
and 2-1. Yeah, you did. Just a crazy series. Like, what happened, Colorado, man? Like, you guys were a wagon. You bring in Nazem Kadri, you do all this stuff, and you guys just fall to the Knights. Like, I can't. I'm still struggling to believe it's a real thing that happened. Like, I would not have thought you guys would have got swept. If you were going to get beat, I could have seen it in 7. But to get just swept is crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
It
is an embarrassment. Any team that loses 4 straight games in the playoffs should be embarrassed.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
anyway.
can't help but feel like that was a straight towards me too, and I'm not happy about it.
He was smiling when he said it. Of
I
course,
know
it
he
was an
was.
absolute stray.
It was a self-deprecating joke because the Habs lost 4 straight. It wasn't anything about the Kings.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Connor, I love you. You don't assume I'm making jokes about the Kings.
Hard to feel.
Don't assume I'm making jokes about the Kings because I just don't think about the Kings at all.
You motherfucker.
Anyway.
Okay. Nathan McKinnon goalless in this round. He had 2 assists. He was -2. -2. Like just brutal. And if I'm reading his stats right, he didn't register a shot in this series. He didn't.
That can't be right.
Or sorry. That's my bad. So first game 3 shots, second game the stats weren't updating for some reason. So 4, 9, 11. He had 11 shots in 4 games, wasn't able to bury any of them. Man, like to me the only good part about this series, I guess playoff run in general, is Gabriel Landeskog, man. Shout out to him. 3 goals in 4 games in that series, but I mean, they just couldn't do it. I mean, his contract is starting to look worse. I know that he was hurt last year, but 35 points in 60 games. I think he's making 7.5. I think he's still got like 3 years left. Like
for a guy like Landeskog that does more than just score points, that's not like awful.
Yeah.
Especially when he can rebound, but like, yeah, that's tough.
I mean, they got goaltending in this playoff run. Wedgwood played 3 games. They were all losses. He had a 898, a 917, and an 818. I mean, you can hang it on him, but I mean, like, let's look at the scores. I mean, you guys just didn't get the goal support you needed. Like, I mean, you score 2 in the first one, you 1 in the second, you score 3, and I'm pretty sure they blew this game because weren't they leading this up until the 3rd period, and then they blew it?
They lost. They blew the lead one time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you score 3 goals in the first period, and I was like, oh, I guess Colorado does have a spine. And then you give up 3 goals in the second, you give up 2 more in the third, and you lose the game. Like it. Just I'm sure Colorado fans feel dejected, and I mean with reason, because you look at your team right now. What's the problem? Who do you hang this on? Like you hang it on McKinnon?
From what I understood, it was a injury issue because Victoire was hurt. He missed. I don't know if he missed a game, but he missed significant time during the games. Like he couldn't play full.
He only played
game.
in 2 games. He did play full minutes. He played 27 and 27 in both games that he played.
Okay.
He was held pointless though. It looks like he was held pointless for a long part of this playoff run actually. He had 5 points in 11 games. I mean, this is Cale Makar, one of the best defensemen in the NHL, if not the best. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, Colorado.
McKinnon was also hurt in Game 3.
And there was a rumor he wasn't going to play in Game 4.
Yeah, so maybe just chalking up injuries. I don't know if that blames a full sweep on injuries. A team like this,
I don't think you can blame the entire thing. I mean, the one silver lining that this team has is, I mean, you guys are basically bringing everyone back next year. You still have an absolute unit of a team. I guess you just ran into, and I hate saying this, you ran into a hot goaltender. Because I don't respect the goaltender that I'm claiming was a hot goalie right now. I don't even really want to give this guy that much time. But where is his stats? God, Vegas has their page set up weird. Their goalie is 12-4. He's got a 222 and a 924. Look, I know that this guy people are gonna be like, oh, he said he was innocent. I mean, look, he was innocent, but what was alleged that happened was absolutely despicable. So I don't know how much weight I'm gonna give to he was just innocent. I mean, there was a reason why all these guys were kicked out of the league, and I mean, ultimately, Philadelphia fans are getting screwed here. So, um, yeah, I mean, Vegas is, Mitch Marner, Jack Eichel, both having fantastic playoff runs right now. Pavel Dorofeyev is having a good run. Howden's looking pretty good. Ivan Barbashev, my favorite Vegas Golden Knight, is playing well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think overall though, everybody's cheering for Carolina.
I
don't think anybody wants to see Vegas win.
I think everyone in Canada is probably cheering for Carolina.
I'm guessing most hockey fans are probably cheering for Carolina because nobody likes Vegas to begin with, and now Carter Hart, it's a whole other fucking thing.
I think Vegas's main problem is no one respects the way that they do things, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the other biggest thing.
You can't argue that they don't get results. Like that's the worst part. Is like, yeah, this team will trade for you until you're no longer usable, and then they'll trade you away for nothing and just make it seem like nothing was important. And it's like, okay, yeah, as a fan, I'm sure it's probably interesting because you never know whose jersey to buy, but then again, it's Vegas, so I don't know, but it's just I don't know. I don't respect the way that they run the team, but I can't argue they get results. So I'm sure if the Leafs did that and they were getting results, I'd be like, okay, this is fine. But
I don't blame if you're a Vegas fan for cheering for them.
No, but it's
fine,
still
but
it's still surprising to me that they not only get fan support, but that the players want to play there. The fan support, I mean, it makes sense, but that players literally want to go to Vegas, knowing that the moment you miss a step or you miss a gear, you're probably on the block. Like,
I think it's a thing of guys like playing in Vegas because it's Vegas. And I think also the idea that Vegas is a contender is a huge reason to go to Vegas. So
yeah,
it's hard to say what the reason is, but
I mean, we always know what they're going to do at the deadline. They're going to grab the best trade asset available somehow and shove them under the cap. And I know that the league is trying to cut down on cap manipulation, but
yeah,
aren't doing a very good job, in my opinion. But
give it time. With cap going up, it's hard to say what's going to happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't like the Knights. I don't hate Vegas. I mean, it's just I don't respect the way that they run their team, but they get results. So it is what it is. I mean, their contracts look pretty bad, I think. I don't know what their puck PD looks like right now, but I know that Anderson is a unrestricted free agent who needs a contract, but I don't know if they have the money. They are
Carolina?
Vegas. They are currently the second team with the second highest cap hit, it looks like, or projected cap hit, it would seem.
Yeah, and they have got some free agents to sign. Currently only have 9 forwards. Riley Smith needs a contract. Brent Saad needs a contract. Pavel Dorofeyev needs a contract. I guess
Like they're
Saad may
projected to
not
have
need one,
$4
Riley Smith
million
might not need one.
in cap space this summer.
They have $4 million in cap space and need to sign like 5, 6 guys.
The thing about Dorofeyev though is he's an RFA, so you can qualify him. But yeah, I mean, Mark Stone's contract coming off the books is pretty good. Or wait, no, that's next.
That's next season. Buck Beat is already updated for like this upcoming season.
So Riley Smith, Saad, Colton Sisson, Pavel Dorofeyev, and Cole Smith. I mean, you can lose a lot of these guys. I mean, the thing about like Riley Smith is a beloved guy in Vegas, but unless he wants to take league min, he probably just gets dropped.
God, I mean, other than Dorofeyev, you really don't need to sign any of these guys, but it is a matter of you need to fill the roster slot somehow.
Like you want Anderson, but at this point, like look at like Aiden Hill. They're gonna trade Aiden Hill this summer. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You have Carter Hart, you're gonna trade him, so you're gonna clear up $6 million right there.
And that pays it will let you
sign
give you
Anderson
the room to do your stuff. Yeah, sign Anderson, sign.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like maybe they try to move William Karlsson, maybe they try to move Hurdle, maybe they try to move Mark Stone. I don't know. Like they're gonna clear up cap, and Vegas does what Vegas always does. They're gonna move guys that they don't see as valuable anymore, and I guess it's gonna break down to what it looks like in the cup final. Because I mean, if like where Mark Stone currently 10 points in 11 games. Oh, he must be hurt.
Yeah, I wonder if this includes
Typical Mark
Petrangelo going
Stone.
to. I wonder if this includes Petrangelo going to
LTIR.
LTIR. I don't know
I
if it
might.
does.
William Karlsson, what's that? 5 points in
It doesn't.
10 games, so he must be hurt too. But still, 5 points is not really good enough for Vegas. So I don't know. We'll definitely probably see moves happen this summer. I wouldn't be surprised if someone goes and then they'll make a trade or something, and everyone will go, "Oh my God, how did they do that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's just Vegas being Vegas." But Ryan, next topic. You kind of already went into it because you sent us a photo of them celebrating. So
Yeah. The Montreal Victoire have won the Walter Cup. Big day for Montreal. We won a cup. Montreal won a trophy. Canada won a trophy for the first time since 1993. And the Montreal Victoire are going nuts.
that's not the first time that teams from Canada have won a cup.
Well,
since
in
1993.
hockey,
Was
other
there
than the Raptors in 18.
Yeah, Raptors.
Blue Jays were 92 and 93. I guess was
Yeah,
after the cup
I mean,
win, but like
their soccer team also won a few times.
soccer doesn't count.
Who won the
Soccer's
first?
not real sport.
Who won the first final?
Minnesota won the first two of them. But yeah, so the Victoire was going crazy. They're having a good time. It was a big party in Montreal. You had the playoffs. You had the it was F1 weekend in Montreal too. Luke Combs was performing there, and a bunch of guys were at that concert.
Was this their first year? Not the PWHL, but Montreal's team, because the league expanded.
No, Montreal's been since the start.
Oh, they were one of the originals?
Yeah.
Okay. So wasn't there only like 6 teams originally?
Yeah, I think it was 6 teams initially. Montreal was one of them.
Interesting. I mean, what a Seattle, Vancouver, Minnesota came the first team league. Yeah, that's just them winning. So yeah, I mean, good for them. Good for the city of Montreal. At least they can celebrate something before they go golfing for the rest of the summer. Yeah. So, I mean, good for them. I didn't catch any of the games. Ryan did either because he was probably watching.
Yeah, all my focus is on the
Habs
Habs.
games.
I haven't watched anything else.
I mean, I've been watching the Marlies play. Shout out to the Marlies upsetting all the way to the Eastern Conference Final. For a team that has what I would say weak draft stock, and weak just players in general. I mean, they are pulling a deep run out of their butts. I am very surprised.
Good for the Marlies.
We actually are up 2-0 in the Eastern Conference Final versus the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. I think Easton Cowan is leading the team in points, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they actually updated the points yet or not.
Those Scranton Penguins, they're real scrappy.
Hey man, don't
don't
poop on the Scranton Penguins, bro. Come on.
Yeah, the Scranton Stranglers gonna come for me.
Yeah, you're right. They might. Don't joke about that, Ryan. They could be coming right for you, and you wouldn't even know. Let's see. Vinny Latari is leading the Marlies in points currently, 14 points in 14 games. Logan Shaw and William Villano, who is a good defensive prospect we have, actually both have 13, so good for them. I'm not. I mean, like I said, I'm surprised, but good for this team. I mean, like Alex Nylander might win a Calder. So. Easton Cowan currently at 9 points and 14. Not as good, but he is having a pretty decent run. He's showing up when the lights are the brightest, so that's good. So I like Easton Cowan. Maybe the prospect pool isn't as bad as everyone thought that it was, but then again, I mean, Ben Danford's also on this team. He hasn't played every game. He only has 1 point in 7 games, but we got some pieces. Also, goalie Arthur Ektiamov looks fantastic for the Marlies right now. He's 9-4 with one shutout. He's got a 2.03 and a 9.28. So this guy definitely has an NHL future if he wants it. So all right. So Canada loses at the Worlds. So did the U.S. And Matthew Tkachuk had some comments on the U.S. losing to was it us? Did they lose to us?
Yeah.
His quote was that he never wants to be back at this tournament. I never want to be back in this tournament. Now, face value, that sounds pretty bad. That sounds pretty bad, but the full quote was that because he wants to be playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs, which obviously fair enough. I don't think any player goes into this going, I want to go play at this in the summertime. It's like, no, you want to be playing in the cup final. So I get it. Yeah. So yeah, Canada lost to the Finns, right?
Yeah, we lost to the Finns. They're going to play Switzerland. We will play Norway for the bronze medal.
Playing Norway for the bronze.
And this once again proves just how little the World Championships matter in hockey.
That's crazy.
You know why? Because Canada lost. Any tournament where Canada loses doesn't matter. The Olympics this year didn't matter. Four Nations last year, those mattered. Canada won.
Yeah, Ryan.
Damn, with a straight face.
So yeah, we got beat by the Finns 4-2. Unfortunate. I mean, Canada, like we had an okay team. I mean, Macklin was there, Crosby was there. It's unfortunate.
This is why we should have given Crosby the C.
Yeah,
Macklin should have surrendered it.
We definitely will. What's the word? We'll probably win the bronze. I'd kind of be surprised if we didn't. I mean, we're Team Canada. We have good players on this team.
Shout out to Norway, though. Shout out to Norway.
Yep, it's unfortunate the way that it broke down, but I'd say we'll be back. But this tournament, like Ryan said, no one really gives a shit at the end of the day. So, yeah. So Canada loses again. I don't know. International hockey has not been my favorite thing recently, especially after the Olympics. So. Yeah. So Connor, are we gonna get into some games here where you're gonna make us torture? You're gonna torture us.
Let's do it. So I've got a big old wheel here of fun. Call it.
Big old wheel of fun.
This is a wheel of NHL hot takes. I'm gonna roll through these. We're just gonna talk about them briefly. Just get both of your guys' opinions. If you agree, if you disagree. Like I said, we'll try to keep it short so we can get through a handful of them, and then we'll move on.
I'm just going to say, these hot takes were not made by the Off the Boards channel. I do not stand by any of these before we move into this.
There's a lot more than I thought there would be.
Yep.
All right, let's take a spin.
Was this some ChatGPT bullshit?
No.
Okay, good. I don't like AI slop unless it's our logo.
The NHL should make every overtime period 10 minutes of 3-on-3.
That's not even a hot take. I'll defend that right now.
I disagree. Overtime in the playoffs should just be 5-on-5, 20 minutes. The point of 3-on-3 overtime is to stop the shootout from happening, and there's no shootout in the playoffs anyway. In the playoffs, it should be the best players play until someone scores. It shouldn't be 3-on-3. 3-on-3 is meant to end the game.
It doesn't sound like you're defending this take very much, Josh. I'll defend this take. Okay, may I? The NHL should absolutely make overtime periods 10 minutes for 3-on-3 at all times. Continuous. There's no shootout. It's only 3-on-3, 10-minute periods. Keep going. Keep going until they win, even in the playoffs. 3-on-3 is so much fun. It's everything great about hockey in just back-to-back. It is odd man rush, great chances. Oh my god, what a save. Oh my god, what a play. Wow, what a shot. Oh my god, every moment is incredible. It's fun the whole way. Maybe game 7, you're like, all right, 5-on-5, a winner's going to win the way hockey was designed to be played. Just because it was designed to be played this way doesn't mean it can't be better. 3-on-3 should be the standard. The Olympics, the Olympics has basketball and then 3-on-3 basketball. We should have 3-on-3 hockey. Adapt it to be a singular sport. And then you have Team Canada, and then you have another Team Canada. And it's just like Makar and two whoever's doing this shit. They're going to play their 3-on-3 in the tournament, play their whole thing in their off days. McKinnon, Makar, McDavid, they're going playing 3-on-3, and they win the gold, and then they win another gold. Make it a thing. 3-on-3 hockey is incredible. Always 3-on-3 hockey.
3-on-3 hockey is meant to end a game quickly. That's what it's meant to do. It's not proving the best on best. Yes, I did just zoom in my camera specifically for this take. Ryan, man, really? Come on, grow up.
Yes.
All right.
The zoom in killed
I'm
me.
gonna go ahead and spin
All right,
for the next
Josh.
one here. And yeah, just
Now,
to preface
Josh,
this,
remember, you have to defend it, Josh.
Is
I
that
just have
Connor?
to. We're just getting
Well, that's
opinions on
true.
if you agree or disagree. NHL
No,
should
you
expand
gotta defend
beyond
it.
32 teams.
I think whether or not my opinion is for or against this, they're gonna do it anyway. I mean, Gary Bettman loves money at any market that he other than Quebec City that he sees that he can make money in. He just goes, nope, I'm not doing it. And it's like, okay, like I highly doubt even if the league does expand past 32 that we ever get another Canadian team. Like
I think we do. If we get past 32, if we go to like 40 teams, which is too many, Canada absolutely would have to get one at that point.
I mean, they're gonna put another team in Dallas or in Texas. Like they've
they'll put one
basically
in-
already
They'll give us
predetermined
a
that.
Houston team.
They're giving us a Houston team. Bettman still trying to find a way to bring the Coyotes back, which just let it go. It doesn't work, man. No one cares about hockey in Arizona. Like
Arizona and Atlanta do not work as hockey team.
No, and they
teams.
want.
That's
That's the other thing. They want to put another team back in Atlanta. It's like, guys, look at the market. They don't like hockey. They don't care. Like, oh my god. You know who cares? Canadian hockey fans. Put a team in another big market in Canada, like Quebec City, and watch the dollars roll in. I don't understand why Bettman wants to stand on this hill and go, I'm putting a team back in Arizona. Why? It didn't work the first time. You tried, and you tried. The team made the playoffs quite a few times and they were never successful. They had horrible contracts. They made horrible signings. They did bad trades. They couldn't draft properly. It's like, man, stop trying to bring this back. No one cared. They played in a college arena for the last 2 seasons. Like, leave it alone, man.
Yeah. Give me Houston. Give me Orlando would be cool, even if you don't want to go to North Florida again. Portland, Oregon would be a great city. Austin, Texas does not have an NHL team. They don't have any major sports teams except a MLS team. Give me an NHL team. I think Austin would be a great city for that, even better than Houston. Cleveland has a team for everything else. Why not hockey?
They got an AHL team. They don't need an NHL team.
Poppycock. We can do it. Milwaukee. Why not? Wisconsin would love hockey.
Also, Ryan, because have you ever seen that video of the
New
music?
Orleans?
You ever seen the music thing for the fun times in Cleveland again, where they just talk about all the bad parts of Cleveland and the only good thing was LeBron James and how they don't have LeBron anymore, so why would they put a hockey team there?
On that
really
topic,
nothing,
how do you feel about an NHL team in Mexico City?
I'd be okay with that. Sounds like a great time.
I wouldn't. I don't know.
I'm not saying that Mexico is huge on NHL hockey or on hockey in general, but I mean, how do you feel about expanding and moving a team down south?
I think Mexico loves a party, and there's no better party than an NHL team.
Yeah, I mean,
why not?
I think that the logistics of that would end that experiment before it could even start.
No, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
It's just, interesting to think about. I don't disagree with that.
Like,
they're already going between countries. Like, they've got the working between countries set. Yes, it'd be hotter, but like, if they can put hockey in Vegas, they can put it anywhere.
No, Ryan, I more or less mean if, like, let's say Toronto or Montreal had to go play down there. That's a long trip, brother. Like, that is a long trip. And it's also like, okay, now you go from needing a visa to go from Canada to America. Now you need another thing to get into Mexico. So I don't know. To me,
it's one more visa. I think they can figure it out. It's a 6-hour flight.
They would have to schedule the schedule around it too. Obviously, like you'd have to schedule out the games where you either have like a couple of day buffer or whatever that allows you to get there and get back, sort of thing, before playing anything else. Would be.
I don't think it works. I'm not saying that the market wouldn't work. I just don't think the league is looking to expand to Mexico.
Yeah.
I will say, I think
And-
that would probably be the only other place that you would get an expansion. I mean, they're obviously not going to expand anywhere outside of North America, so realistically, that would be the only other place that you could expand if they wanted to try to move to another, another country.
Like there are other places in America you could put a team. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure,
there are still places in Canada that you could probably put a team, but
Quebec, Saskatoon. What I will say though, quickly, you said
Scotia.
logistics
Saskatoon's
are
not
bad.
that
It
big.
is one more visa to figure it out, which from Canada and the US to Mexico, I don't think is bad. The flight is from Montreal to Mexico City is 6 hours.
what is
The
it
flight
from
to
Vancouver to Mexico City?
From Montreal to LA, it's also 6 hours. Vancouver to Mexico City. Five and a half.
Okay. All right. I mean, fair enough. Also, I mean, if they were going to put this team in Saskatchewan, they'd probably put it in Regina before they put it in Saskatoon. But,
Give us one in Nova Scotia. Fuck it.
I mean,
Yeah,
Halifax.
but one in
right?
Halifax.
Put it in
Like
Halifax. Why
Halifax,
not?
Halifax, there are a lot of people in Halifax. Like, if you were
I
ever going to
agree.
put a team in Atlantic Canada, which I could never see,
No, I don't think they'll ever do it.
But
it would have to be
but-
Halifax.
you could put one in Halifax.
100%.
I think that they have. I think they have the market for it.
Well,
I think that
They
they
got
would
half a
be
million
able to.
people.
The thing is, I think
Yeah.
Halifax.
Well, what do they have in the greater Halifax area? Isn't it like 1 or like 2?
Million?
Yeah.
I will say that I agree. I think Halifax is definitely one of the only markets, but I think that they're also one of the only
550?
places that could actually facilitate
It's
it.
only 550.
Yeah, it's only
Why
like
did I
it's not
think-
that big. It's not a million. But if it's 550, the Jets have a great team. They're 850. Sabres are at 950. Like it's not out of the question. If Green Bay can hold the Packers, which is admittedly a unique situation, they're only 329,000.
I mean, but you got to look
So
at surrounding areas though too, right? Like you'd have, I guarantee you, New Brunswick would travel. It would be the closest fucking
yeah.
team that we
Well,
would have, right? Like
That'd be the thing.
Moncton would absolutely travel. I'd
I
go
don't
to.
think-
I
I
would
don't think
to-
you
you
have
would
any
drunk like
problem.
you'd get a ton of people there. Like I think.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, I don't want to say that you'd sell out every game, but you probably
No.
would. Like
I think
it's a big
Go
enough
ahead, Josh.
market where you definitely could. I mean, I don't want to drum on this for too long now because I feel like we got other hot takes to do. But like, put a team in Halifax. Why not?
Fuck
Let's
it,
have some
right?
fun.
Listen.
I think the biggest obstacle to Halifax is who's going to cheer for a new Halifax team. Everybody's already a Leafs fan, Montreal fan. Like
I feel like a lot of people though,
I'd
if
cheer-
you
I'd
if
cheer
you
for
have a
Halifax.
local team to you that like they put in a team like in your fucking hometown, I don't think a lot of
Yeah.
people are gonna have much of a problem switching. Like realistically,
Yeah, look at the other markets that have recently joined the league: Seattle, Utah, Vegas.
yeah, but who in those cities were already cheering for other teams? Like dedicated.
Utah definitely had hockey fans that were cheering for other teams.
yeah, but you also got all of Phoenix, and I imagine a lot of Utah was probably cheering for Arizona. They were the closest team. So I think
Yeah, I guess
with
that's
Halifax,
true.
it's a tough issue of especially if it's an expansion team, you're not bringing a fan base with you that can cheer for it. And in
Yeah, but
Halifax
hockey-
and in all of Canada, really, I think the biggest issue is you're not going to find new fans in that city. Like I am 3 hours from Halifax, I'm not going to change. I'm Habs till I
I'm
die.
not going to say that I'm not going to change, but I would also say that if I was not watching the Leafs, I'd be watching Halifax in Halifax.
That's true.
So,
I'm more likely to buy a ticket to see a team in Halifax than I am anything.
I'm more likely to buy a ticket to watch a game in Halifax than I would be to buy a game to watch the Leafs in Toronto.
100%.
100%. It'd be cheaper.
Buy a ticket in Halifax when they play Toronto.
Yeah, I could do
I could
that.
hire a private driver to take me to the arena. It'd still be cheaper. And if
Correct.
I sit in lower bowl, it'd be cheaper than sitting in upper bowl in some.
You could get on a
Toronto
you could
games.
get on a goddamn plane at Moncton fucking International Airport and fly to
Toronto's
Halifax.
fans, they're too corporate. Everyone shows up in suits because there's a tax write-off to these people. It's not real fans. That's why our arena's so goddamn quiet. Spin the wheel, Connor. Let's go.
Let's see. What do we got? What do we got here? Come on. No whammies,
Ha,
no
this
whammies,
one's
no
interesting. A
whammies.
Canadian team will not win the Stanley Cup this decade.
Yeah. I mean, Leafs need help. Ottawa's not good. Vancouver is a mess. The Oilers window, I think, is closed. Winnipeg.
I don't think it's closed, but I think they're just incompetent.
Winnipeg's window, I think, is closed.
Yeah.
And I think Montreal is the only team that has a wide open window right now. But winning the Stanley Cup is hard, and sometimes you have to play 7-game series, and you can't run out of gas, and you need to shoot the puck. So if any team's going to do it in this decade, it's probably Montreal, unless Toronto all of a sudden just figures out the magic again, depending on who they sign as a coach. I don't know. They're probably like Oilers could still do it, but they also need a lot of help. Like the three teams that could do it are Edmonton, Toronto, Montreal.
Yeah, I think Vancouver could probably turn it around in the next 10 years. I think they've got the pieces. They're close to turning
They
it
got
around.
a lot of no move clauses.
Yeah. All right. Not moving on. I think we got time for what, one or two more? Connor,
Yeah,
what time are we at? All right. Let's do a couple quick ones here. Get out of here.
The Norris Trophy should go to the best defenseman, not the highest scoring defenseman.
Not
75% of defensive or Norris winners in the last 10 years are the highest point getting defenseman.
Yeah. I just don't think it should be. I think it should go to the best overall defenseman, not necessarily the highest scoring. The best defenseman might be the highest scoring defenseman. I'm not going to say it isn't. And if you have a player like Carlson a few years ago, defenseman scored 100 points, that's hard not to say that he was good, especially if he's okay in the defensive zone.
Is Evan Bouchard the best defenseman this year?
No. God, no. He shouldn't even come close to Norris, and he didn't get nominated. He's not a finalist.
He was a nominee, wasn't he?
No, I didn't think he was.
Wasn't it? What was it? Rowensky, Makar, and someone?
I think it was Werenski, Makar, and Rasmus Dahlin. So I think it probably goes to Werenski, who I think was the leading defensive scorer.
He had 81 points.
Out of those three, yes, but I think Bouchard had more points.
I'm looking it up.
I'm pretty sure Werenski had 81 this year.
Yeah, he did. I think Bouchard had 90.
Let's playoffs. Hold on. Regular season. High scoring defenseman was Evan Bouchard with 95.
Yep.
Zach Werenski had 81. So, yeah, absolutely should go to Zach Werenski this year. Shouldn't necessarily go to the highest scoring defenseman. Lane Hudson's going to win one. That's not part of the stage. I just wanted to say that.
Because he's the highest scoring defenseman that year.
No, I think he is genuinely very good defensively.
So if he wins one and he has 100 points, I'm just gonna say that.
I know you're just gonna say that.
Go ahead.
It's not true. Go ahead. Spin the last one.
Yeah, we
Spin
got
the
one
wheel.
more.
Better be a good take.
No, wait,
It's gonna be a Leafs take. I can see it. The Leafs' biggest problem has never been goaltending.
That is correct. The Leafs' biggest problem, I'll wait for Josh to put his headphones back on. The Leafs' biggest problem has always been management. Am I wrong?
All right, listen here, you little fucker. All right. The problem has never been goaltending. Look. Okay. Look at who the Leafs have had as their goaltenders for the last 20 years. Okay, Toskala, Reimer, Bernier, Jack Campbell was the starter at one point. Samsonov was the starter.
Are you telling me those 5 games that Dave Rittich played weren't amazing?
Dave Rittich is another one. Curtis McElhaney. Joseph Wall and Anthony Stollarts. There have been seasons where goaltending is the biggest problem. Has our management been great? No, absolutely not in some years. I mean, this team was owned by Harold Ballard for a long time in the 90s and the 80s. So, look, yeah, the team needs help. Is goaltending the biggest problem? No, not this year. But to say that it's never been the biggest problem is crazy, man. That's insane.
Freddie Anderson was pretty good.
The fact that the best goalies that Phil Kessel got to play with in Toronto were Reimer and Bernier is insane. Yeah, and Ryan, when they got Frederik Andersen, I remember how happy I was because I was like, oh my God, we actually have a starting caliber goaltender now for the first time I've ever seen. So it's yeah, and then we went from that to Jack Campbell and Samsonov.
Hey, don't disrespect Visa Toskala like that. Or better yet, Cujo. You had Cujo in the 2000s.
Hey Ryan, I have a Toskala thing right here. Okay.
Yeah. Don't disrespect.
I'm not a Toskala hater, but to say that goaltending was not a problem when he was there is a joke.
What about Cujo?
Okay, yeah, Cujo, Ryan. I said 20 years, but yeah, in the 90s, yeah, of course, we had good goaltending.
He was in the
Before that,
2000s. He was 99, 2009. He played for you guys.
yeah, okay, fine. Some years, yeah, goaltending wasn't the biggest problem, but to say that it's never been goaltending is crazy, man.
Yeah,
Every
it's
single
been goaltending a
playoff
lot.
series that we've lost, we've gotten out goalied. Carey Price, Swayman and Rask, Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky. Like, what are we supposed to do? Like,
I'm just going to reiterate, the biggest problem has been management. Anyway,
nah.
I think that's it for though. I think that we're out of time now.
Yep. I will keep that wheel for a couple of weeks as well, because there is actually some other topics on there that are quite interesting. All of these topics were grabbed from a couple of different subreddits that were talking about NHL hot takes and from actual opinions of people. So, like I said, there is actually some really good ones on there that we can touch base on. So I'll hold on to that, and we can come back to it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think they'll make a good short.
Me throwing my headset onto my phone and knocking a bunch of shit off my desk at the same time.
Fantastic content. Josh, you want to do the outro here, or should I take it?
I mean, I can do it. All right, so Brass Bonanza hopefully is playing. I don't even know where to go with this. I mean, Mitch Marner doing Mitch Marner things. Actually, he's not even doing Mitch Marner things. He's doing Connor McDavid things, apparently. Vegas sucks. Go Canes, go. Montreal fans, I hope that the golfing greens are good to you the same way that they've been good to Leaf fans for the last couple months. You guys will be back. I don't know if you get back to the Eastern Conference Final next year, but hey, every year is different. The Leafs could make the playoffs next year. I'm not saying they will, but they could. The Atlantic is a tire shit fest. Avalanche fans, sorry. Look, man, the crazy run. The Vegas is on a tear. You guys will be back. You guys will probably win the cup again next year, knowing you guys. So, yeah, Team Canada losing sucks. Looking into this week, I mean, we got Stanley Cup Finals games to watch. I will be watching because I don't want Mitch Marner to do well.
I don't care.
Well, I'm a watch because
I just don't care.
Taylor Hall could lift a Stanley Cup above his head, and I want to see that. I want to see that.
I'm cheering for Carolina. Go Carolina.
Especially if he messes around at 38 years old and wins the damn Conn Smythe trophy.
There's no way. He's not 38.
Pretty sure he is.
I think he is.
He's 34.
Oh, he's up there.
Okay, well, I got it wrong. Anyways, if he's 34 and he messes around and wins the playoff MVP, I mean, good for him. I mean, you could give it to Anderson, but I don't think Anderson is necessarily the reason they beat Montreal here, considering he gave up 6 in game 1. Montreal needs to shoot the puck more. Leafs still haven't picked the head coach yet. Hopefully next week we'll have something to talk about with that. Lot of movement, a lot of conversations being had about if the Leafs should trade the first pick. Just quickly before we end off, I heard a trade that was the Leafs trade the first overall pick to the Jackets for Werenski in the 14th. It hurts to say it. I don't think you do that trade as a Leaf fan. 2 years of Werenski, or you take a potential generational player. I think you take the generational player all day. It hurts, but you got to do what you got to do. All right, so that's it. That's all we got for you guys. We appreciate all the likes, subscribes, comments, all that stuff on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. Well, I guess we will see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you then.